Hey guys, Jake Blow here, the Habitat Pro. We are going to show you today a spot that is a big food plot. A lot of deer using it. It's a big donut. We can't see the whole thing. We don't want to mulch everything out, so it's a giant square so we can see it all. We want them to feel comfortable in here, so we've got it surrounded by the timber that you can see behind me. There's also a donut of that out in the middle, and I'm going to show you what we did in our hunter shooting lanes to make it very likely that any buck that steps into this plot is going to eventually cross their lane. Subscribe to the channel if this is of any help to you. Here we go. So here we are with one of the coolest food plots I've ever been in charge of designing. You can see what it was. Another failed NRCS planting. Way too many trees per acre, way too many. This is not wildlife habitat. So planting one tree every 6 feet is asinine because that's what you get. Now for timber, sure. If they wanted this to be 10 acres of timber, fine, but then you wouldn't plant spruce, right? Too many branches, timber guys hate them. You'd plant a bunch of Norways, which they do have in the center here, but 2/3 of this planting is spruce. Anyways, I digress. We put food in here because it was a 10-acre patch of nothing. It's deer getting stabbed in the face. They can't even move between the rows. It was terrible. So what we did right here, though, is we planned this entire project. This was, boy, I think it was, gosh, is this a 3-acre mulch? We brought the big dog in. This was a Barco machine, like 300 horsepower, 8-foot head mulcher on it, and it's just a big donut. And the idea here is we want bucks to just kind of mosey around the thing, chase deer all over the place because they feel real secure in here. And that's the shot. We just punched a hole right through the spruce, and now we've got our shot in here, but you can't look at everything, right? It's a big donut, and you can't look at everything. So what we have to do is we have to give them something that is super rare, right? What is not rare? Spruce. Holy cow, the spruce. What is rare is a licking branch. Now this property didn't have any grapevines. I'll probably bring some here at some point. But what I did was I just dangled an oak tree here, an oak tree branch here at the correct height. But, okay, this is the key. You have to outthink the creator here, because look at all of the weight of seed and leaves on this tree. Okay, I planned this project for this tree. I found this tree in there. It was a 4-inch ash, and I said, okay, that one, I'm going to leave that one on the edge because I'll be able to bend it down and use it for a licking branch right on the inside corner of this thing. Give my guy a shot right here, right? That's a 360 blind out there. So we gave it to him right here, but if I just let this thing go and I just hang it from paracord, what's going to happen is this fall, when all the leaves drop and the seed drops, that tree, I bet you will go up 6 feet. I bet, at least, okay? Which would put this way out of reach. So what I did was I just took paracord, and without choking off the branch, I took a big block, well, it's about an 8-foot chunk of spruce, and I just tied it down. And now if I ever need to tighten this up, so for instance, let's say it's a little looser than I wanted it, right? And let's say that lifts up and I notice on camera that bucks can barely reach it and the spot's kind of dying. Well, all I have to do is wrap up the paracord a few more times, figure 8 pattern there on the pegs, and it's back down low enough for them to use, okay? Now the other thing that I did for my client, because he's not here right now, is I gave him a camera tree, and left is south. So this is gonna be solar panel on the left side of the tree, and of course camera facing right here. What I like about this is right behind it, you can see that hole right there. That is the main entry going off into another big block of timber across another staging food plot. So what we've got here is just a fantastic opportunity to catch a lot of deer moving through this corner. And we happen to have the only licking branch in here. Now, how could I make this better? Well, I could. Granted, we're in the food here, so it's going to take them a while to get here, but right here next to this, right about there, see that? That'd be in the same frame as for the camera. Right about here, I could put an earth blind water hole. Then it would be scrape and water in the same frame of the camera. And I wouldn't have to do a whole lot of anything to make sure that every deer that uses this whole thing, this big donut, is on camera. All right, guys, there you have it. Another little tiny spot on a big property that is gonna matter for this landowner. And we're gonna see this on trail camera. I'm very sure very soon his bucks are gonna show up here, and we might even get to share some of those with you. Hey, if this is any help to you guys, please like and subscribe. That is how you pay us back for bringing you on site with us to all these places, and hopefully you get to use some of this information on a property that you hunt. That is why we do these videos. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe, share it out there to your buddies for us. We really appreciate the support. And if you need help on your property, the contact information is always at the end of the videos. That is what I'm here for. Give me an email, give me a shout on the phone, and I'll get back to you and see how we can help you to have more success in habitat and in hunting. This is Jake Bull, the Habitat Pro. We are in northern Minnesota. Get out and enjoy creation, guys. Good luck this season, and God bless.